What is fasting and what is not fasting? Traditionally, fasting has meant in the church that you eat one meal a day. If we want to do a fast that is going to be serious, then we want to aim for the ideal of one full meal a day. If you're new to fasting, it's important not to get discouraged if your first attempts don't go so well. Your body is accustomed to having 3 meals a day. It's going to demand food at those times when you normally give it food. That's important to remember that, your body is simply demanding, your appetites demand what they get fed. And actually, one of the great benefits of fasting is that we are telling our appetites no and practicing a new virtue in a way. We're telling our appetites they're not in control. The appetite ends up diminishing over time. So instead of always wanting breakfast or always wanting lunch or always wanting a meal or a snack at a certain time, you don't want it anymore because your body has gotten the message that it's not going to get it. First, look at how you normally eat throughout the course of a day. If you snack throughout the day, that's the first thing to stop. And then reduce 2 of those meals so that they are just enough to give you the strength to carry on for that part of the day. And then once your body gets habituated to that, that's when you start skipping the meal. It's important to kind of work up to it. People sometimes go to extremes in fasting and they end up not being able to persevere. It's a marathon and not a sprint. Lent lasts for over a month, more or less a 6-week period. If we're going to go to extremes early on, we're going to find that we have no strength or energy to continue past week 1 or 2 of Lent. So look at it over the long haul. Work at it each day. And it's a perfect time to do that, to work on cutting out snacking, then going to 3, and then reducing 2, and then maybe even starting to omit one of those meals altogether. All of this is a way of disciplining our flesh, as St. Paul says, that I bring my body into subjection. And why does he bring his body into subjection? Because our body is unruly and it wants to take charge. And if we want Jesus to be Lord of our lives, then we need to open up that space for him in ourselves where he can be Lord, instead of me and my appetites being at the center. And when we fast, we're showing God, I want you to be in my emptiness. I want you to be my Lord and my God. And I'm willing to even go without what gratifies me, the food that I really want, in order to let you in and let you be Lord. We should also consider fasting as something very positive. It does have negative aspects. We can't ignore that. But the positive aspect is that whenever we give a gift to somebody, if it's going to be a meaningful gift, it's going to cost us something. We know that. This idea of fasting as offering self to God is something that does indeed cost us something. We are denying appetites, we're denying what we want, we're denying our desires, and those are negative things. But the positive that comes out of it is the gift of myself to God, a self that's not self-centered, a self that is willing to say no to itself so that it can say yes to God. The greatest gift we have to give to God is ourself. The greatest gift he's given us is our own life and our own existence, and we offer it back to him when we say, I'm not going to take advantage of the appetites or my passions, but I'm going to use them in a way that's pleasing to you. And that's a very beautiful thing to offer to the Lord every day of Lent.